Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Hoshino of the Nissan Motor Company. Thank you for watching. Given the current circumstance, we decided to broadcast the new Nissan Roox unveiling event on the internet. This is the first time to do the broadcast of the unveiling event on internet in Japan for the first time. You may have been looking forward to see the event here at Yokohama. I'm sorry for such short notice. This is the first time for Nissan to live stream an unveiling event in Japan. We made sure you would discover the value and benefits of the new Nissan Roox by presenting every aspect of the model which you find it appealing. Please enjoy the show until the end. Japan is going to attract global spotlight in 2020. We, Nissan Motor, is going to launch long-awaited, attractive Nissan Intelligent Mobility in every segment in this commemorative year. Nissan is going to make your life exciting through updated electrification, autonomous driving, and other Nissan advanced technologies. And we are starting this with Nissan's new Roox K car. 1 year ago, here in this global headquarters gallery, we unveiled a K car equipped with advanced safety technologies developed by Nissan, the Nissan Days. We are determined to make K cars amazing. Driven by determination, Nissan transformed the K-car market by applying the ProPilot driver assist to a K-car. We are one of the first ones to adopt autonomous driving technology in the segment. Demands for the Nissan Days remain strong. The model received a number of accolades. Thank you very much for your confidence in Nissan. The results are showing that the new K-car values that we offer is appreciated by many customers. And the new Roox, which we are revealing today, inherits the same DNA. The new Roox belongs to the super height wagon category, which is a tall wagon category, which is the most popular. It's a sliding door, and there are many competitors in this super height wagon category. This is a segment loved by many Japanese customers, and here in the super height wagon category, we are applying the ProPilot driving performance quietness that we have developed for the new Days and inherited by Nissan new Roox to make your life exciting and reassuring. This is when we are confident of the merits of the new Roox, a model which is thoroughly designed. I am sure that the new Roox will be appreciated as much as the Nissan Days. Toyoshima-san, who is in charge of the product planning, will give you the details. You will see how serious Nissan of technology is. In 2020, Nippon or Japan, Nissan, is taking on challenges to take number one position in main segments by introducing a series of Nissan intelligent mobility technologies. Nissan innovation is what you can count on. You can expect Nissan Motors technological excellence that offers excitement to our customers through updated electrification, autonomous driving, and connectivity. You can count on us. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Toyoshima of Japan Product Planning. The new Roox K car is going to be introduced following the Nissan Days that brought excitement to the K car market through Nissan Intelligent Mobility. What did you think about the new Roox? Let me briefly present the characteristics of the new Roox. But before talking about the Roox, let me touch on the Nissan Days. Since its launch last March, the Nissan Days has won a number of awards, and the sales remain very strong. Under the Nissan Intelligent Mobility strategy, we offer the ProPilot Assist, the first of its kind to be offered on the K car. Within the grade in which the ProPilot Assist is available, 1 out of 2 customers are choosing it. The market is reacting positively to our offer. Many users are telling us that their legs do not get as tired as they used to be, and that they find their driving experience much easier, and that they are encouraged to travel a longer distance. I am pleased that our customers appreciate the excitement provided by the ProPilot Assist. As you can see, a lot of our customers are enjoying convenience offered by the Nissan Days. Let me now present the details of the new Roox. The K car market accounts for about 40% of the Japan market. The new Roox belongs to the super height wagon segment that accounts for about 50% of the K car market. Super height wagon is highly popular in Japan. It is a growing segment. Nissan is going to bring transformation and more excitement to the super height wagon market with the new Roox. The new Roox is characterized by 2 main factors. The first one is roominess and user convenience. The second one is advanced safety technologies that assures your family. Roominess and user convenience are key needs of the super height wagon K car users. We made sure that the new Roox fully cater to these needs. Please take a look at its roominess. Compared with the current Nissan Days Roox, the wheelbase is extended. The rear knee room is wide enough for a grown-up to sit with one's legs crossed. Let me give you an example of user convenience. Thanks to longer sliding rear seat, you can get closer to your child on the rear seat from the front seat and take care of your child more easily. Moreover, the new Roox adopts a feature of Serena registered minivan hands-free automatic sliding door. The feature enables you to easily open and close the door with your hands full to put in and take your child out of the car. The Nissan Days is well received in the market. The new Roox is thoroughly designed for its outstanding roominess and outstanding user convenience, which the family users with small kids are looking for. Further details on roominess and user convenience will be presented by Saito-san, who is in charge of the engineering. The second characteristic is the advanced safety technology that assures your family members. Nissan is actively widening application of omnidirectional advanced safety technologies not only to registered cars such as the Skyline and Serena, but also Nissan Days. The new Nissan Roox is also equipped with a lot of advanced safety technologies that support the Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Let me show four representative examples of the advanced safety technologies. The first example is an updated ProPilot. Thanks to millimeter wave radar, the Roox can detect a preceding car from longer distance. Because the system gives you time to figure out the right timing for stepping on the brakes and turning the steering wheel, you can experience more natural and stable control. The ProPilot system makes highway driving in congestion, and long distance driving more comfortable, reassuring, and safer. The system controls operations of steering wheel, accelerator, and brakes and helps keep the distance between other cars and keep your car in the middle of the lane. Nissan ProPilot assists you in operating a steering wheel starting from 0 kilometers per hour. The electric parking brake is equipped with an automatic brake hold that holds the car even when you release your foot from the pedal. Nissan can offer a safe, reassuring, and comfortable driving experience because we were one of the first ones to adopt autonomous driving technology. The new Nissan Roox makes your driving experience exciting and fun. The second example is the intelligent front collision warning (FCW), which is applied for the first time on K-car. The system monitors the distance between your car and the car running ahead of a preceding car and relative speed of the car. When the system detects any danger in front of your car which you don't see, the system gives warning to the driver. The technology, which is adopted by Skyline and X-Trail, is now available on the new Nissan Roox. The third example is adaptive LED headlamp system. The system automatically switches each of the 12 LED headlamps on both sides depending on the situation. The driver of an oncoming vehicle will not find your headlamps too bright. At the same time, the system shed light on what is necessary and maintain high visibility at all times. The adaptive LED headlamp system makes driving at night safer and more reassuring. The last example is the SOS emergency call. The emergency call is a standard on a highway star grade, helping to increase readiness for emergency. This SOC emergency increases readiness at the time of emergency. This emergency call that has been applied on the first time on the K-car with the Nissan Days was used by many customers. Some of the cases actually led to calling a police or an ambulance, and there are increasing number of automatic calls made using this system. The new Nissan Roox offers outstanding roominess and outstanding user convenience that cater to super height wagon K-car users. At the same time, the Nissan Intelligent Mobility advanced safety technologies on the new Roox makes your driving experience with your family members more reassuring, safer, and more exciting. After this, design and technologies will be elaborated by our colleagues. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
はい。 皆様こんにちは。
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Along with the people in charge of the vehicle engineering and design, we are going to elaborate on the details of the characteristics of the Nissan Roox using the exhibit models. Unlike traditional unveiling event, we would like to organize this session in a more casual manner. This is an online broadcast. We would like to use the cameras to convey how attractive this car is. I will be serving as an MC. I am Megumi Sato. Nice to meet you all. In this unveiling event, we are going to talk about the new Nissan Roox. We'll focus on design, dynamic performance, interior comfort, and the advanced safety technologies that Nissan take pride in. We are planning to organize questions and answers. We are receiving questions now, so if you have any questions, please send your questions through email account that we send, or put your questions on the chat section of the YouTube. Starting with Watanabe-san, who is in charge of exterior design, will talk about the exterior and design of the new Nissan Roox. Watanabe-san, the floor is yours. Yes, thank you, Watanabe-san, for coming to the stage. Watanabe-san, are you nervous? Not at all. Okay, thank you very much. Watanabe-san will talk, because he is responsible for the exterior, he will talk about the exterior styling of the new Nissan Roox. Thank you for your time. So starting with the aim or intention of the styling, what is it? Yes, exterior design, the key word is sophistication or refinement and dignity. It's very sophisticated and refined while ensuring strong presence. This is a high-scale super high wagon that we try to create. So upscale feel is one of the themes, if I understand correctly. Okay, let me please elaborate on the details using the model. Yes, starting from the front. Yes. Okay. If I look at it, it has a strong presence. Yes, you're right. If you look at the front, it's very wide. It looks very wide, as you can see, and it looks very stout and solid. This is a common theme between Standard and Highway Star. And based on this foundation, for the face of the Highway Star, you find more sharp and fine features. For the Standard model, you find friendlier and handsome face. So these are the two differences between Highway Star and Standard. If you compare the two, you find that the atmosphere is different. You get a different impression from the front, side, and rear. Shall we move on? Okay. So yes, on the side, if you look at the entire vehicle, you find that the waistline is higher, and thanks to this design, very thick and solid body is created, and the theme of the body, you see that it's very clear and sharp. And if you look at the rear, yes, let us look at the rear. For the rear, you can see that the interior is spacious. I wanted to make it looks very big in the room, so it looks very wide. One of the design characteristic is the horizontal line, which continues around the vehicle to express the width and the solidness. And the rear styling, if you compare Highway Star and Standard, you see a difference. Yes, you're right. For the Highway Star, between the lamps you find a chrome line, which is continuing. And thanks to chrome line, it looks wider. For the Standard, you find, in order to express roominess and modernity, we apply a black-out furniture, which is integrated with glasses. Thank you very much, Watanabe-san. So we went around the vehicle to talk about the aspects, but I believe the first thing that you see is the front of the car. And in the front face, I noticed something new. Where is it? I found this headlamp new. Yes, that's what I want to attract your attention to. In the front, especially using headlamps, we want to show how advanced the vehicle is. Yes, as you said, this is the first of the kind in terms of styling. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Please take a look at this aspect, this headlamp on top of the headlamp. On top of the headlamp, you find a chrome sharp line. Yes, you're right. It expresses sharp features. And in fact, this lights up. Lights up? Illuminates? Are you sure? How does it work? Look, is it illuminating? Oh, I see. Yes, it lights up. If you switch on, it becomes a lamp. Yes, this is a lamp by itself. When it's put off, it switches off. It looks like a chrome design. But this illuminates. Yes. Yes, this is a surprise, in fact. You can enjoy it 2 times, so to speak. With the styling of the headlamp, it expresses more of this how advanced this vehicle is. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about for the front one? Yes, the finish or details. It's not only about the front, of course, but around the front, you see that, as I said, headlamps and grille and the hood. The alignments among the components are what we have carefully designed. So alignment will really determine the upscale feeling. So the gaps, we try to make sure gaps are not obvious. Could you be specific? What did you do to make the gaps less obvious? If you stand in front of the car, you don't see any gaps. It's not visible because it's overlapping with each other. Between the grille and the lamp, the hood is overlapping over the grille and the headlamp so that the gaps do not show. So it looks like it's a carefully designed vehicle. Usually, we try to narrow down the gap, but you made sure that the hood overlaps on the grille and headlamp so that the gaps are less obvious. Well, ingenuity helps. I can see that. Yes, it's a small thing, but a lot of these small things will make a big difference. And if you look at the hood alignment, and then on top of this, what else? On the center, you find a license number. So thanks to this position, it looks like it's naturally balanced. And on top of this, in the grille, if you see the grille, you see the ingenuity. We express novelty here again. This design of the grille is very rare. Yes, you're right. This is we need a hole to cool down the engine here, but we shouldn't just put a hole. I mean, it's too easy to do that. So rather, we use this hexagon hole, but if you go up, this hole looks small. So there's a gradation onto this glossy surface. So it looks rare and new, doesn't it? Yes, the size gradually changes. This is carefully designed. Yes, everything is different, as you can see. If you observe it, you will notice it. So please take a look at the vehicle later to see the details. So we talk about the body and the front. In the new Nissan Roox, body color is another attractive aspect. Yes, you're right. We have diverse variations, whether it's a color palette as well as bitones. You see it on the screen. We have bitones and monotones. We have 17 variations to choose from. It's a rich, wide choice. Yes, 17, so it's pretty big. Well, women like colors, so it's fun to choose the color that you like. Okay, specifically, what kind of colors are available? Yes, for the bitones, on the Highway Star, we have 3 and 2 for standard model. And for the Highway Star, we find three types, and we have the different taste or flavor for each bitone. Purple bitone is urban and mode. And the red version is passion and sporty. And the white bitone is about cool and chic. And for the standard model, we have two types. White bitone is lively and bright. And the frozen vanilla pearl is about cozy and chic. So you see distinctive taste for each one. Okay, by combining the colors, you don't just choose the colors, so you can select from the keywords. Yes, that's what we wanted to convey. The time was limited, but you talk about styling and color variations, and I'm so excited by how carefully the vehicle is designed. Designers, what kind of passion did you have in designing this car for the exterior? Well, we wanted to increase or enhance the level of the car as much as possible to ensure outstanding upscale feeling. That has been our aim. I hope this is well conveyed to the customers. Watanabe-san, thank you very much. Thank you. That was all about the exterior, and now we would like to move on to the interior. Interior will be shown through the vehicle underneath the stage. Okay, we would like to ask Matsuo-san, who is in charge of the interior. Matsuo-san, nice to meet you. Now we're talking about the interior. So could you elaborate on what you made efforts in particular? I saw it in exterior. What did you do about the interior? There are 3 points that we put efforts in. One is refined space, and the second one is upscale feeling that goes beyond this class, which corresponds to minivan, and also storage, which helps you remain neat and easy. So let me get into the car to show the details. So I'm in the passenger seat right next to the driver's seat. I closed the door and I got in. I feel calm. I feel relaxed. Why? What makes me feel more relaxed? Unlike traditional K cars, from the instrumental panel to the door trim, there's a continuity. So it kind of encloses or embraces the passenger to reassures you. Yes, I feel that I'm kind of embraced. And, oh, this is very neat and organized. I like this. The hit point is at the height of minivan, so you have good visibility. And at the top of the instrumental panel, we made it smooth and neat. So once you get into the car, you feel that it's very spacious. That's the intention. Yes, that's what I thought. I felt how big it is. And by making it flat, it gives the impression it's spacious in reality, but it gives an impression that this vehicle is very spacious. Yes, we worked on perception too. And this aspect, when I get into the car, this is the first thing that I look at, and you feel that upscale feel. Yes, it's a quality feel. In Nissan days, we applied the touch panel air conditioning system, which is well received. We use a transparent resin to express the contrast. So it's very intuitive too. Could you touch this? Yes? Can I touch here? Okay. Yes. You can push on the indicator directly and control the air volume. It's very intuitive. I see. And the lights indicated gives an advanced feeling. Thank you. Both Well, there are a lot of ingenuity that we find with interior. Can I talk about this aspect? Is there any other selling points? Yes, it's about quality feel. This is another important aspect. This is offered as an option. Usually in a K car, it's hard. It's a hard plastic usually, but with the new Roox, we use the PVC material, which is covered around the surface with a turquoise stitching. On the seat, you find a turquoise color. It's very refined, don't you think? This is about upscale feeling again. Yes, when I touch it, it's very soft. Yes, it's very soft material. Usually, it's very plasticky and cold when it comes to traditional K car. I like this material. Yes, it gives an upscale feel. Thank you very much. So I have been in the car. Matsuo-san, K-car users, what are the major factors that they are looking for? Storage. I think storage was what you pointed out. How did you design the storage of Nissan Roox? Yes, we have a lot of good things about the storage. You see a gap here, a small gap, and this is where you can put your smartphone. Just put it, place it. In the middle, you find opening so the driver can put his device. And in the car, people tend to put tissue box. Yes, yes, a large number of people put tissue box in the car. And here, you find dedicated storage for the tissue box. So we can fit any tissue box. Yes. Wow. You find drawers and storage in many areas. And we have a usual glove box. Usually you put the vehicle inspection certificate here, but this time we have storage to put vehicle inspection certificates. So you can use the tray and the glove box freely. Yes, because the vehicle inspection certificate fills the glove box when it comes to the K car especially. So we have a sliding tray beneath another sliding tray to store the vehicle inspection certificate. And at the center, there's another drawer. Yes, on both sides you find a cup holder, and in the middle you find another cup holder. 500 milliliter paper cup can be accommodated, and you can put your purse and smartphone right here. It's very neat and organized and easy to use. That's the concept. Wow! I'm surprised to see many drawers and storage. It sounds like magic. So you can store anything neatly. It looks organized. That's what I like about this vehicle. Okay, thank you. So that was all about interior. And color variation is an important aspect of interior. Could you talk about color? Yes, there are 3 colors available. Each color has a theme. Standard grade. On the standard grade, we have a grayish, a bright color to create a relaxing space. We use a sofa-like material, and you find the back of the seat in brown. Because the brown makes the dirt less visible and yet it looks brighter. And Highway Star interior consists of spicy and cool variation. And here you find blue accent, navy blue as an accent color on black, and you find that emboss pattern on a diamond shape. Diamond shapes are different, as you can see, with stripes. So it's carefully designed pattern. And we have another option interior, as you have seen earlier. Based on black, we have mocha and brown. We have 3 colors combined with each other. And steering wheel has a brown leather, which makes it refined. The seat and the steering wheel colors are fitting with each other. So there's a gradation on the back of the seat. You should look at the actual vehicle to see how refined it is. If you are here in this global headquarters, you can see the real vehicle. And if you are seeing online, you can go to the showroom of the dealership or global headquarters gallery. Matsuo-san, thank you very much. I can see how much you put efforts in the interior styling. Thank you very much, Matsuo-san. Now, so far we talk about interior and exterior. And lastly, we will go back to the stage, and we would like to ask Saito-san, who is responsible for the engineering, to talk about the packaging and user convenience of the new Nissan Roox. Saito-san, thank you very much for coming. So we talk about the exterior and interior, and I can see how much efforts and how carefully this vehicle is designed. Saito-san, I appreciate if you elaborate on specific functionality. Before talking about the details, what are the areas that you put efforts in particular, generally speaking? Yes, with the new Nissan Roox, what did we aim in Monozukuri? The user convenience of a minivan and the ease of driving of K-cars. We reconciled the two on new Roox. Minivan and K-car benefits are combined and reconciled in new Nissan Roox. Minivan Serena is very popular in Nissan lineup, and among K-cars, Days is a representative car of height wagon segment. Both of them adopt Nissan Intelligent Mobility Advanced Technologies. And these two are fused, and this will make the new Nissan Roox unrivaled. Yes, you're right. Let me show you what kind of vehicle is engineered, starting from the packaging. So against the predecessor, we extended the wheelbase by 65 millimeters, and the hip point is raised and brought forward. And on top of B pillar, the pillar in the middle is moved forward. So the rear is roomier, and with a long sliding seat applied. Thanks to this original package, spacious interior, user convenience, both the drivers and passengers will find this space enjoyable. It's a totally new kind of car. Yes, you find the sliding door and verbal explanation. You can see how attractive it is. But by using the exhibit models, we can show the details. Okay, could you get into the car? Yes, let me experience what has been said by Saito-san. Okay. I get into the driver's seat and Saito-san get into the passenger seat at the front. Yes. Once I get in, wow. It's very big and visible. Yes, as I said, we raised the hip point, so your eye point is much higher. But in addition to this, the visibility on the sides are much wider than the predecessor, and compared with the competitors, we are competitive enough. Eye point, if you look at the eye point, it's kind of close to Serena, which is a minivan of Nissan. If you put my hands on the steering wheel, really, it's very wide and visible. It gives reassurance. And it's a K car, so the size is compact, so it's very easy to drive this car. This is a glass, right? Yeah, it has a high visibility because it uses glass here. And I put my hands on the steering wheel. There's a ProPilot button here. There's a ProPilot button. For the family members to enjoy driving experience, we need driver assistant advanced technology. On the ceiling, we find the SOS emergency call. There are a lot of items that reassure passengers and driver. Yes. So it's a car that accommodates many people. So a lot of things are carefully designed. So now it's a car to accommodate family members. So please get into the rear seat. Yes, let me get into the rear seat to see how it feels. So in order to make it more visible, I will get into the rear seat. Okay, I open the sliding door. Wow, this is very big and spacious. I get into the car. It's easy. Ease of ingress and egress. This is amazing. It's very roomy rear room. The front is moved forward, so the knee room in the rear is very wide, so the grown-ups can cross their legs. Yes, I can see that I cross my legs. It's very spacious. It's very wide. I can relax and extend my legs, and even tall men will not find it less spacious. And Saito-san, as you said, this opening is very big. B pillar is moved forward, you said. Yes, you're right. We moved the B pillar forward to widen the opening. At this height, compared with the predecessor, it's 95 millimeters longer with 650 millimeters width. So it's 10 centimeters wider than the predecessor. And when I got into the car, I noticed this handle grip. Wider opening, and by holding onto the grip, it eases ingress and egress. Yes, we made sure it's user-friendly, so we made the handle bigger. Yeah, oh, the grip is much bigger than the predecessor. Well, that helps us a lot. Thank you. Okay, let me show how convenient the rear seat is from a different perspective. Okay, let me show the standard car.
伊藤さん、そのもう一
Saito-san, another item that you want to present? What is it? For mothers, they find it easy to use. As you can see, when you put your baby, please take a look at how she is doing. She is not twisting her body. She can stand straight when putting her baby. Usually, when mothers are putting their babies in the child seat, they are putting one leg inside the car, twisting their bodies. Yes, it's cumbersome usually because we have a long sliding seat. So we bring the rear seat to the very front. So without keeping your baby upright, you can put him or her in the child seat. And the mother, when she opens the door, she can hold her baby. Opening and closing is very easy, even with your baby in your hands. Yes, this is appreciated by Serena. It's a hands-free automatic sliding door. This is applied on this K car too. So automatically, you scan your leg and automatically the door opens. This was adopted in other cars, and this is applied to a K car too. Not only mothers, but for example, when you have a lot of luggage in your hands, it's very difficult to open the door. When you're coming back from shopping or holding your baby, it will be much easier. Yes, you ensured user convenience for everyone. And Saito-san, looking at the mother in the car, she is taking care of her child. Yes, when you are waiting in front of a red light, by bringing the rear seat to the front, even if the mother is in the front seat, she can take care of the baby easily. The rear seat can move more forward than the predecessor. That helps. So, long sliding rear seat can ease the seat arrangements. There are a lot of seat arrangements available. For example, if you bring the rear seat to the very end of the car, you'll find a wider knee room. By using this knee room, you can accommodate luggage and baggage or even the baby carriage. And if you fold the rear seat, as you can see in the picture, 27-inch bike can be accommodated. Oh, you can carry bicycles? By sliding the rear seat, you can use this car in many ways. It's very versatile. And you can put luggage in the knee room of the rear seat, as you can see on the bottom left. You can put your bag, shopping bag, and baby carriage. It's very versatile. So we talk about the seat arrangement. How about the cargo room? You said that you can carry bikes. So how big is the cargo room? Let me see it. Okay, let me show it to you. This cargo room, because we have a long sliding rear seat, you can secure a big space for cargo room. So if you open this and the seat is at the end, so you can easily slide the seat forward. From the rear, directly, you can slide the rear seat, and this is very easy. Yes, this is very convenient. And even if you have a bag on one hand, you can use another hand to slide the seat. And this seat is at the very front. So we have a length of 675 millimeters, and you can accommodate 4 48-liter suitcases like this, 4 of them. And I can put this. 2 more. So as you can see, we can accommodate 48-liter of suitcases, 4 of them. So if you can accommodate so many bags, when you are traveling among family members, you don't have to reduce your baggage. Yes, you can accommodate anything you like. And if you are not only suitcases, but you can carry a lot of things. For example, if you are going on camping, you can carry a lot of tools and device. Yes, all the family members can enjoy driving. So I showed you the cargo room. This is a back door. I closed the back door. It looks, I thought the car will be big. I thought the car is big, so I thought the door will be very heavy, but it wasn't. It was light. Yes, there's another ingenuity that you find. On the back door, you find a stay right here. We changed the shape of here as well as the thickness here. So even people who are not very strong can easily close the door and open the door. Wow, you have carefully designed this vehicle. I can see that. Saito-san. By using, we have been listening to the presentation using actual car. So you thoughtfully designed the car for user convenience. You're thoughtful about many people who may get into the car. Okay, I'm sure there are a lot more that you want to talk about. But because we are running out of time, Saito-san, could you present your passion that you have put in Nissan Roox? The new Nissan Roox that we created is what Nissan of Technological Excellence built for the family to ensure spaciousness, user convenience, and enjoyable space, as well as safety. Because seeing is believing, I encourage you to get into the vehicle and test the car. And those who are seeing the online broadcast, please experience this Nissan Roox when you come to the showroom. Thank you. Thank you, Saito-san. So that was all for the presentation. Thank you for watching the session. After this, we would like to organize a Q&A session. We are happy to entertain questions on new Nissan Roox. Please send your question to the mail account that we sent you in advance. And those who are watching the YouTube, please put your question in the chat section. Once we are ready for the Q&A, we would like to resume the event. Please wait for a few minutes. Thank you.
それでは皆さん
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We would like to start the Q&A session. Journalists and general public, we received a lot of questions from all of you. We would like to pick representative questions that were collected. On the stage, we have the people in charge of new Nissan Roox to answer your question. Saito-san, who is in charge of the engineering, and Matsuo-san, Watanabe-san, who is in charge of the exterior design, and Matsuo-san, who is responsible for interior design, and Chief Marketing Manager Ogiso-san will also join the session. Thank you. Thank you for asking many questions. Let us pick up some representative ones, starting from the questions raised by the journalists. The first question: why with the model change did you delete Days and made the model name Roox rather than Days Roox? Ogiso-san, could you answer your question? Why did we delete the name Days from Days Roox? Yes, thank you for the question. This new Roox belongs to the super height wagon category. As been mentioned earlier, after 2017, Days belong to height wagon segment, and compared to height wagon segment, super height wagon is larger. In this highly competitive super height wagon segment, we wanted to increase the awareness of this model name. So Room and Max, we combined the two and called it Roox. And in order to increase the awareness of this model, we deleted the name Days from this model. Thank you very much for your answer. Okay, next question. Updated ProPilot. What are different from the predecessor? Yes, Saito-san in charge of engineering. Could you answer the question? Yes, millimeter wave radar is added to the system. Thanks to this radar, we can detect the object and from a longer distance, so you can control it in more details. And not a camera, it's a radar. So during night, you can detect the pedestrians even more effectively than the predecessor. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on to next question. The third question. The third question is super height wagon is the most popular segment, and there are a lot of rivals in this segment. What are the competitive advantage of new Nissan Roox? Ogiso-san, maybe you're the better one, or Saito-san? Either one can answer. Yes, let me answer the question. Yes, Nissan Roox is built by Nissan of technology, and this makes the model strong. There are 3 points. One is ProPilot system. From 0 kilometer per hour, it helps operate the steering wheel. This is one strength. And the second aspect is hands-free automatic sliding door. If you just scan your leg, it opens the door. It helps you to open the door when you have a baggage or baby in your hands. This technology is already applied on Serena. And the third aspect is a long sliding rear seat. So when you are taking care of your baby, or even when you want to extend the cargo room, it will help you. Thank you very much. Now, moving on to the next question. SOS emergency call. SOS emergency call. What's the utilization ratio of SOS emergency call? How are the users reacting to the system? Anyone? Saito-san or Ogiso-san, maybe? Yes, let me answer the question. SOS emergency call. Last year, we applied it on Days. And traditionally, there were about 30 cases that led to calling police or ambulance. In some cases, some of the users fell sick while driving, and this person used SOS call and called the ambulance, and they commented and said that thanks to the SOS emergency call, they were helped. So I think they really use it at the emergency. For the new Nissan Roox, not only SOS emergency call, but including new airbag, we have a lot of safety device. So I hope you put this car in the shopping list. Okay, next question. Fifth question is about styling. Competitor styling are cute and prettier, but why Nissan's K car ensures stronger presence or solidity? How do you see the styling trend of K car? Watanabe-san, it's yours. Yes, is it working? Okay, thank you very much. Yes, as you say, K cars have traditionally been cute and pretty. I think that's your impression, and you may be right. And Nissan's new Roox styling is really solid and strong in presence. So, strong presence is what we wanted to express. Minivan, it's a minivan-like vehicle, but if you talk about minivan, there are some styling which are very strong and aggressive. That's part of aggressiveness too, but with the new Roox, we aimed at in a different direction. Of course, it's as strong, but it's refined and sophisticated at the same time. We wanted to make it upscale feel. And trend. What's the trend of styling in K cars? K cars have a strict standard. So, other than the size, everything else is the same. So there are a variety of concepts in the market already. And there are different types of K cars in the market. So I think this will remain. So diversification may grow in the future. So if you think about this, we shouldn't just focus on one specific direction because it's diversifying. We need to cater to diversifying needs of the users. And maybe there are households in which each family member has a car, so we need to be diversified too. Thank you very much. Moving on to next question. Next question is about safety device, safety technologies. Lately, there are increasing number of traffic accidents involving aged drivers. What kind of focus or areas that you put efforts in particular for the safety technologies? Yeah, thank you for the question. Originally, Nissan Days adopted a lot of safety technologies. Let me talk about two things which are particular to Roox. There are two types of safety. One is preventive safety to prevent traffic accident, and the second one is to help minimize the damage. First one was preventive safety. ProPilot. In the updated ProPilot, we said that we added a millimeter wave radar. Thanks to this radar, you can detect the car which is preceding the preceding car. In the meter, you put a warning to the driver when you detect the danger. So you should be prepared to put your feet on the brakes. And after you get into a collision, in front of the knee room of the driver's seat, well, it may be different depending on the grade, but there's a knee airbag applied. In front of the knee, there's a knee airbag. So this minimizes the damage of the passenger. These are the two big changes or additions to Nissan Roox. Thank you, Saito-san. Now, let me entertain questions from the general public. The seventh question. This is a question raised in the chat section of YouTube. This is a customer's question. All-tech version, will this be available? Will all-tech version be available? Ogiso-san? Yes, all-tech version. Yes, we are preparing to launch an all-tech version. We used to call it Bolero, but this time with the new Roox, we will have an all-tech version available. If you come to the GHQ gallery, you find the display car of OTEC version. Thank you. Next question from general public again. Adaptive LED headlamp system. What the mechanism of this system? Saito-san, can you answer? Yes, this lamps alone cannot function as we mentioned. How does it work? There's a camera. You see the camera. This camera detects the oncoming vehicle or preceding car. Once the car is detected, there's an AI or TCU. This control unit will receive a signal, and from the TCU, it gives a signal to the headlamps that there is an oncoming vehicle, and this activates a light system. And how does it work within the lamps? High beam. When you are putting on the high beam, there are 12 high beam LED on both sides, 12 of them, and there's a low beam on top of these 12 high beam LED headlamps. So when there's an oncoming vehicle that you want to see, out of 12 LED, we switch up some of the LED lamps, so bring down the high beam to low beam. This is how it works. Thank you very much. So moving on to the last question. This will be the final question. Ninth question. This is another question from YouTube. The new Nissan Roox. What's the start of sales and pricing of this car? Ogiso-san, please. Start of sales is March 19th. March 19th. And the pricing is 1.416 million yen to 2.064 million yen. So please come over to the dealership to see the details. Thank you, Ogiso-san. So far, we received questions from the reporters as well as the YouTube users. We conclude the Q&A session on new Nissan Roox. Thank you for raising questions. And those who answered the questions, thank you very much. Matsuo-san, you don't have any opportunity to answer. I'm sorry about this. Okay, with this, we would like to conclude the Q&A session as well as the unveiling event. In Nissan Global Headquarters Gallery, we are displaying new Nissan Roox. In this section, you find many displays that reproduce the scene of trips by family members. So please come over to Nissan's Global Headquarters Gallery. And those who are watching online, please get into the car, and put the luggage in the vehicle when you come over to the showroom. With this, we would like to conclude the unveiling event of new Nissan Roox. Thank you, and please stand up. Those who are in the gallery and those who are watching through online, thank you very much for taking your time. With this, we would like to conclude the unveiling event of new Nissan Roox. Thank you for watching us.